our search button. You can see this button right here. So you will type something here in this field and then you will click on this go button. So we have to get first this search button. So we will say that if this button is clicked, means if this button is set, we have to go to this button. I will show the basic demonstration at near the button and then we will put that code or demonstration in our actual PHP place. So we will have an if condition in which we will have this function is set, and we will say that if this button is set, so we can check whether this button is set or not by super global of get and passing the name of this button, that is search button. So we will say that if this button is set, then you should get this input field which has the name of search. So I'm gonna cut this if condition from here, moving downward. So right in this call SM8, right after the h1 tag where we have this PHP scope, I will add that if condition here, and after saying if that button is set, we have to grab our input field. So I will have another variable here with the name of search, and that variable will get our input field. So by using super global of get, now I have to specify the name of my input field. So you can see that this input field has the name of search. So copy this one, moving downward, now putting that input field here. Then we will show the results according to this input field. So when we are showing results according to the user search, we don't have to show these default results which we are getting from our database out of this simple SQL of select static from post order by ID DESC for descending. So we will show the results according to the input field. So I will wrap up this SQL inside the else block. And let's put this global connecting DB at the beginning of this PHP scope. So basically I'm saying here, if my input field is set, then we will have this SQL that I'm going to write. Otherwise, our SQL statement will be this one. So let me add the comment here. So writing SQL for this search button when this search button is active. So our SQL will be select static all the columns from my table of posts where every single column of mine match with the input field data which the user is entering. So I will say where my date time column in my table is like my search. Actually I'm using the named parameter here. So this date and time column belong to my database, this date and time column, and I'm using the like operator to match the user entered data with my table. So select all the posts where you find the date and time column like the search tab, or you find the category column like the search tab. So we need another like here operator, or the post means this column of post, this search tab. So I'm using the or operator, which means if you find results according to whether it's a title or category or post, show me results. I'm not using the and operator because in and operator it will only return me results when all the conditions are true. So I'm just saying here if any of the condition is true, then show me the results. So right after this SQL statement, we will have our stmt variable that will use our database connection and prepare our SQL, and we will pass our SQL inside as a parameter. Then on the next line we will bind our named parameter. So bind value. So in the first parameter, writing this named parameter of search, this named parameter, same like this. And in the second argument we have to pass this search variable, this input field. So passing it here. Now as we are using the like operator here of SQL, so we need to pass the percentage sign. So I will pass the percentage sign at the beginning of my variable and then at the ending of my variable. So in the binding values, I'm saying here in my database, look for this search input field and don't worry about the beginning data or the ending data. So this percentage is representing the whole content of that column where our SQL is finding this result. So right after that we will have our semicolon and then we will execute our query. So whenever you are taking some values from a user, must use PDO named parameter like I did here, so that your query will be SQL injection free. So you can see that if this search button is set, we will have this SQL. Otherwise, in the else block, we will have this SQL. And the rest of the content is same here. So we have to do the little bit modification here, because for this else block, we have this HTML and that is using the query method. So I'm gonna cut it from here and we'll put that query method here in the else block, because here we have this STMT that is using the execute function, and here we have this STMT that is using the query function. And then this STMT will be used here as a fetch, no matter which type of function we used to run our query, like we did execute here and query here. So if I save this one and if I refresh my page to bring the new PHP, so if I search for something like insect, click on this go button, it's not working. Why it's not working? Let's see the structure of this button. So moving up, we have this button right here. Its type is button. So if I remove its type, default type, and refresh my page now, put some insect here, go. So we got this error, execute. So I have to write correct spelling. So execute here, saving this one, refreshing my page. See, now we have only got that post where it find the insect in a title. Let's check if some date is like this. So I'm just gonna search 06-2019 for the date and time column, go. You can see we have this post where 06-2019, also here and also here. So if I search for third, you can see third post and I got only one search result. So if I check the description, because in all of our posts we have the default text of lorem ipsum. So if I go on my blog.php page, you can see all of the post has the same description. So let me add a new post. So going to my directory, add new post, testing new one. My name is John Nash. Publish. Post edit. Let's go to our blog page. So testing new one is at the beginning. So if I search for John, click go, you can see it fetched only that post where it find the John. So it's checking in my title, in my date and time, in my text if it can find the searched data. So let me summarize all of this. I divided my blog page into two scenarios. One is when my search button is active, and I said when my search button is active, the XTMT object will be this STMT execute, and you will have this SQL. Else you will have this SQL and you will use the STMT on this query method. And the while loop is the same. I don't have to change anything here. So I just divided whole in a different scenario. Later we will add more scenarios when we will search according to our categories, or we will add the pagination. So that's how we work with search button.